How you doing, guys? GloryTCG here. Welcome to the channel. Today we have a GloryFinder deck. I have been playing this deck at locals and stuff, and now I have tweaked it, and I feel like this is perfection-ish. Obviously, every single time a new set comes out, and you can optimize it here and there and all this stuff. But this deck is so fun. To be honest, I was biased about GloryFinder because I'm not a big fan of Commander, but the past couple of weeks and months I've been playing Commander, and I've also been playing GloryFinder, so I've been enjoying the game more than usual. Now this is going to be a little bit straightforward compared to all my other GloryFinder decks, but yeah, this is an Arthur deck profile, and by Arthur I mean this card right here, but I prefer it not to be the glory card, just to not give out what I'm playing. There are multiple ways to search this card right here, so it's good if you just draw into it, or obviously if you search it. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, let me stop yapping really quick. And yeah, so your leader is going to be a Swordcraft leader, and is going to be Gemstaff Commander. I've said in the past many times, Gemstaff Commander is a good staple in here. It searches for Mate Leader or any other card, and then we go from there. But obviously, this could also search your Arthur or any other card that you need. But to be honest, to keep it fair, you just really want to play this card in your opening turn. So yeah, it don't matter what you do. I always, every single time I play this deck, it doesn't matter. My first turn is always playing Gemstaff Commander and searching for Mate Leader. So talking about Mate Leader, I'll put this aside in here, hopefully. Alright, so to get staples out of the way. So let me get the all strong cards, or your ladder, pretty much. So Mate Leader, Merlin, and Dragon's Oracle. These are going to be the cards that you will be probably searching every single time when you adjust the lighting, so it doesn't have too much glare. So, and I still have it there. Cool. I think that works. Screw it. So, these are going to be your main cards. Turn 1, you play Gemstaff. Turn 2, you play Mate Eater and search something else. You will have an extra play point. You can play another low-cost card that you have in your hand. It's pretty good. Mate Leader searches for Maryland. Then next turn you play. The next turn you sometimes want to hold it. Hold it until you have 6 play points. So you can go Merlin, Dragon's Oracle, play Dragon's Oracle, evolve Merlin using 1 evolve point. That only works if you're going second, and then ramp 2 times. And believe me, ramping 2 does a difference pretty well. It's super insanely good, and yeah, I just don't know what to say. Ramping 2, it's pretty freaking insane. I just don't know what to say. Ramping 2, pretty good. Next, for more staples, Woodkin Curse. This just the same as this other card right here. Mark of the Six says that for the rest of the for the next time you will take damage, you don't take the damage. And Woodkin Curse is that you select an enemy follower and it cannot deal damage that turn. So these two are kind of the same, but yeah, this doesn't work against Aura. This is just better, but it's good to have another copy, another card that kind of does the same thing. Next, board wipe. Chenglong draws you card. Execution gets rid of anything on the field except cards with Aura. Lyral will save you from anything that burns. So if you're playing against anyone that is playing any random shenanigans about Giant Chimera, you doing Azazel into Giant Chimera, Lyra will definitely help you survive that awkward turn, since there's really not much to do. So your opponent really has to get rid of this, and that's it. And obviously, if you see a person playing that, just try to get rid of him as fast as possible. Another card that does the same thing, Athena. So Athena and Lyra are kind of the same thing. I always said it, Athena is kind of like a planeswalker in a way. So whenever you will take damage, Athena takes it instead. So Giant Chimera will these two cards, like, yeah, Asaso and Giant Chimera, just like, yeah, if any of these two cards are on the field, pretty good. Athena on top of that, if it's going, when it dies, it deals 3 damage to everybody on the field. So yeah, it's pretty good. And let me see, I'm trying to get cards here. All right, I think that should be good. Next, Asian Protector, another card that saves you from any random bullshit shenanigans. If you will lose the game or your life becomes zeros, crack this and your life becomes 1. It doesn't get destroyed by anything else, only Execution or Bahamut. So, but not everybody plays those, you know, Bahamut, and obviously everybody plays Execution, but it depends if people really want to get rid of. Next, we're playing One Path to Purgatory. It's amazing going first, and same thing with Face Hands. Just draw 3 and draw 2 going first if you don't want to play your Gem Staff Commander that turn. These 2 cards right here are pretty good going first. And Path to Purgatory, I've seen that really helps you a lot. It's a kind of pseudo board wipe, but you need to be on your last legs. So if your life is 6, pretty much, yeah, you kind of tap it at the end of the turn and board wipe. 6 damage to each enemy follower on the field. And finally but not least, this card's insanely good. So yeah, I hope this card comes in foil or GloryFinder treatment, just because this card will always save you from decking out. If for whatever reason you're going to deck out, you can always play this card and return 5 cards. 5 cards. It doesn't matter. Don't need to be followers or anything. 5 cards. Return them to the deck. Shuffle the deck, and then destroy. Grab something on the field and deal 5 damage. It also has ward, so it's insanely good. Also recycles anything else that you need. For example, if you need Merlin or any other card from here, it just puts it back into the deck. So it's insanely good. So yeah, those are all the staples. Recommend taking a picture of them if you want, because the glare is going to be annoying. Now we're going into GloryFinder cards. We have Arthur here. So Arthur's obviously going to be your main bread and butter. You kind of want to see him in a way, not every time though. Sometimes you do want to see him and play him on turn 7 or turn 8, but sometimes you also want to play Latham, whatever you pronounce him. This card is insanely good. Now the reason why we're playing a lot of, Gem Staff main leaders, because when they die, you have them in the graveyard, so you could play this guy, add those 2 back to their hand, or anything else if you play a bunch of other Swordcraft cards. In this deck you do play a bunch of other Swordcraft cards, so this effect to add 5 cards back to the hand, it's insanely good, and on Evolve is also insanely good too. Next, I want to speed up the deck file. I don't want to make it a 20-minute long. Noble Knight, draw 2, and then summon 2 followers that cost 2 or less. You have a shit ton of cost 2 cards. Magnolia, search your deck for any cost 2, reveal it and add it to your hand, then shuffle the deck afterward. On Evolve, it's 3 to evolve, but on Evolve I think it's +2/+2 to every other follower on the field, so it's pretty good. Next, Blitz Lancer. It's kind of like your forte of the deck. It has Rush, and then on Evolve it gets Storm. It turns into a 4/2 if I'm not mistaken, so it's pretty good. Sky Fortress. This guy is pretty freaking good. On your last leg, if you already wasted all your resources, Sky Fortress will save you from that. This, when it dies, it revives 2 followers that cost 3 or less. If you're playing against 3 opponents, this card you can play it for free pretty much. So yeah, the other effect is that you can it costs 7 less to play if there's 10 cards on the field. So yeah, that effect doesn't come up too much if you're playing against 2 players, but against 3 players, yeah, it comes up a lot. And on Evolve, the last word turns from 2 to 3, so it revives 3 costs, and from your graveyard. Next, Temi Spurge. This is just in case your opponent is playing anything like Spawn of the Abyss or any deck that wants to discard cards. You can just go ahead and discard this and blow up the Spawn of the Abyss or anything that is bothering you on the field. So the card's pretty good, and then you just draw a card. And then the other effect is that it's a quick, and then select an opponent, destroy each follower on their field, and then you heal 1. So the card is pretty good. Still don't know if I should consider this a staple, but this card's pretty freaking good, to be honest. If it's discarded, it's amazing, and if you use the effect, it's also amazing. Next, we're playing Relinquish Reason. This card's okay, redirects an attack to someone else. It also ignores ward. That's one thing that we were talking about. but it ignores wards, so that's pretty freaking good. So if your opponent attacks a card or something, you can just go ahead and use this and attack someone since they're attacking. Yeah. Uh, Next, we're playing finally the last card for GloryFinder exclusive, Icarus. Put 2 cards from your hand into the deck and then draw 2 cards, and on evolve it does the same thing. You will use this effect from time to time a lot, and the other thing is that you also want to play a lot of 2-cost cards due to Arthur that I didn't say the effect. Archer's effect top 10, and you can play any number of cost 2 or less, and then while it's on the field, any card that gets put on the field that can evolve evolves automatically. You don't have to pay the cost, and you don't have to pay. It doesn't count toward the evolve thing, if you know what I mean. You cannot, like, usually you evolve 1 per turn. Yeah, Archer says, nah, evolve how many times you want. Screw it. So yeah. Mainly Icarus just to put whatever you don't need. For example, the Colossus. You don't want to see that in your opening hand. You can just put that back into the deck. Same thing with other cards that I will say, and I'll probably tell you the targets later on. But yeah, anything big, for example, Sky Fortress, you don't want to see this early game, or this you don't want to see. This you don't want to see it early game. Colossus, you don't want to see it early game. So on and so forth. There's a couple other cards that will go through them. So yeah, that's it for the GloryFinder exclusive cards. Let's go into Swordcraft. Pretty much the bread and butter. Celia, getting Storm, if not, early games also pretty good. Summons you a ward. Rounds Tables Assembly. This searches for Arthur, and if you already have Arthur on the field, it will you can also give him +1/+2, so you can make it slightly bigger. So the survivability is there. The other thing, you really don't want to attack with Arthur. Arthur is way too good, and you get too much value out of it by evolving for free, or evolving anything that gets put into the play. That, to be honest, is not worth attacking with it unless you want to get rid of it. But yeah, Round Tables Assembly will search for that Arthur. It's pretty good. Armor of the Star is a pretty good card. You can also search with Merlin. Gives protection to anything, and you can do a bunch of ridiculous plays with this card. Ralmia, cost 2, gets Storm, and Rotch, you can evolve it for free in case of scenarios. Trident Assassin gets a sale and gets a sale on evolve. Axe Princess, it's a little bit of a annoying card for sure. It's a goblin in stats, but once you evolve it, it turns into a 4/4 that deals 2 or 4 damage to something on the field. I'm not remember, but yeah, this card is pretty good. You can play this on turn 1, and then on their next turn, you can go ahead and evolve it. It's pretty good. Like I said, you could mix around from here and there and all the stuff. So for example, you can just play Celia, evolve Celia, and then play this, and then next turn evolve this and start cracking some damage here and there. But yeah, Octress, this card you really want to see it later on. So this is one of the targets for Icarus to put back into the deck. So yeah, everybody knows what it does. I'm not gonna go through it. So yeah, Tristan, it's mainly more for the effect, the evolve effect. On evolve, you add an Arthurian card from your graveyard to the hand. So in case your Arthur's in your graveyard, you can just add it back to the hand. Or if you want to recycle the round table, you can also do that. But yeah, this is mainly to recur back the Arthur. That's pretty much it. Another card from Icarus to put back into the deck, or hold it just in case. And that's it for the Swordcraft cards. For Swordcraft, Woodland Cleaver, get Storm when you play it by an effect. So if you play it by Merlin, it will get Storm. Same thing with Noble Knight, it will get Storm. And then on evolve, deals, I think, 2 damage to something on the field. Silverbolt is mainly for the effect of Latham. I forgot to say the entire effect of Latham is that you add 5 Swordcraft followers from your graveyard to the hand, and for the rest of the game, you do not have a hand size. So sometimes you will have 11, 13, 15 cards in the hand. Silverbolt could just get rid of a player with no problem whatsoever, and also draws you a card. But yeah, Silverbolt's insanely good. But yeah, that's it for Forest. For Rune, we got this dude right here. Deals 6 damage to every enemy follower on the field, and then 3 damage to each enemy leader. It's way better than Confederation, so yeah, card's pretty good. Choose Adjudication is kind of the same thing as Fate's Hand. It could either draw you 2 cards, deal 3 damage to a leader, or deal 3 damage to a follower. The card is okay. I was debating on getting rid of the Fate's Hand, but at the same time, Fate's Hands are quick. Sometimes you do want to play it quick. Yeah, and the other effects that you can draw 2 cards, so not bad. So that's it for Runecraft. For Dragoncraft, you get Dragon's Nest. This is one of those cards that you can gonna play it through the game. And once you get to Overflow, you heal 2 and draw cards, start filtering to your deck. And also Necrocharge, that's another thing that we'll be talking about. Filing, and Filing White Frost Whisper, and Serpent's Rat. Now, Filing, you can also play her by the effect of Arthur. Obviously, when you put her on the field, if Overflow is active, you search for White Frost Whisper. Overflow will be active by the time you play Arthur, so you basically get this out and also get this out on the field. Obviously, it costs 1 less if Overflow is active, that it will. But yeah, and it deals 2 damage to an enemy leader. Serpent's Rat, deal 5, so it's a good spot removal and draws you a card if you're in Overflow. So yeah, pretty good. That's it for... Oh yeah, another thing. White Frost and Filing are one of those cards that you can want to put back with Icarus. So if for some reason you see this and you are a little bit in a tight spot and you don't want to, like, if you're forced to use this, yeah, whatever. But if you don't have to, you just, with Icarus, just put this back into the deck or whichever, to be honest. Next, we have Abyss, Arcus, Pandemonium, Death Spread, Crimson Rose Queen. This card is insane in this deck. Crimson, Ginsetsu, and Azazel. So okay. So you sometimes you can put all the pressure on one opponent, and then the rest of the opponents will heal a lot. So Azazel is just pretty much to put everybody in an even field, and then you just run everybody down with Storm, and it will happen. The other effect is that you also discard a random card from your opponent's hand, so it's actually pretty freaking good. Obviously, the evolve effect is the one that you really want. So yeah, Gensetsu. Whoo! If your Archer survives, yeah, buckle up. Gensetsu is gonna fill your entire EX area and then evolve, and it's gonna be very big. Crimson Rose Queen, same thing. If Archer survives, oh boy. You basically just put the turn burst in the back, reveal your hand, recover all your play points, and continue doing whatever you're doing, whatever else you play. If it is a cost 2, it's a board wipe, not deal 2 damage to each enemy leader, so on and so forth. That's the reason why you play a lot of 2-cost cards on the deck. Death Spread, to get back either Arthur or anything else that you need. Mainly will probably be this, the Crimson Rose Queen, or Revive Azazel if you see that things are getting out of control. Pandemonium Poke, it's a cost 2 that heals you, and it's a ward. Early game is not bad. And Arcus, sometimes there's some cards that they don't have any value, and obviously Necrocharge 10 is pretty easy to get to a certain degree. So you could just basically play him, and you'll always get a ghost, and then you could just sack the ghost and activate any of his effects. Mainly, you will go with the effect to draw a card in case you want to play into Silverbolt. If you don't want to play into Silverbolt, obviously the Ghost will be your main option. So yeah, this card feels pretty good in this deck. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Now to finish up the entire deck, we're going into the neutral and Havencraft. So Havencraft, we're playing 1 Sacred Plea. Same thing with the Dragoncraft Amulet. You can play this early game, or just drop any amulet that drops you late game, and just sack them whenever you need the cards. And 1 Meowsker, it's a cost 2 with Storm that pings the opponent on strike. So another good card, to be honest. If you play with Crimson Rose Queen, you're gonna start putting a lot of pressure on your opponent, so it's not bad. And finally, but not least, obviously you can play this with Archer too. So finally but not least, 1 Bell Ringer, 1 Purgation's Blade, and 1 Maicha. Obviously, Maisha evolves for free. You want to play the other 5, it's on you. But this right here can steal so many games. Sometimes you want to put this back into the deck, revive this, so on and so forth. Believe me, with all the followers in here, my chat will definitely kill someone pretty fast. And Bellringer, well, it evolves pretty good early game. And yeah, unevolved, whatever. With Arcus, you can kind of sack him. So sack Bellringer and draw a card if you need it. So yeah, I mean, this could be a flex spot, could be something else to be honest, but yeah. That's it for the main deck. Now going into the evolved deck. Balmia, self-explanatory. Octress, self-explanatory. Azazel is the best, pretty much. Chenlong heals you 5 in case this is the only kind of healing. Ginsetsu. Celia is one of those cards that you kind of want to put back and want to try to recur back to the hand like every single time, just for the only reason that you have 2 versions, so it's pretty freaking good to be honest. But yeah, now don't worry about the 2 sides. So if you use one side, don't worry about not using the other side ever again. Just because you have Latham, I'll explain him when I get to him. And yeah, Shadow Assassin, 1 Maisha, Crimson Rose Queen, self-explanatory. Icarus does the same thing as the other one. Magnolia goes +2/+2. The Forte, Woodland Cleaver, deals a 2 damage. Revives 3 instead of 2. Deals 4 damage to something. Recurs any Arthurian card from your graveyard to the hand. Latham, it just flips any evolve card you have in face up. You can put any card back face down. So yeah, so obviously this will probably be your 2 cards that you will have face up the majority of the time. So you can just flip them face down and use them again if you need them. So yeah, Merlin, May Leader, and then Bloodringer to round up the entire deck. So yeah, like I said, I didn't want to make this video 20 minutes long. Sadly, it looks like I did it. So yeah, I always find a way to do it. So yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna take more time. Thanks for watching. If you want to see something else, I do have some other GloryFinder decks that I do want to try and want to do funny things for sure. So yeah, I'll try my best to get some GloryFinder gameplay eventually. It's a little bit hard, but yeah, either way, thanks for watching. Peace.